Why be ordinary when you can be flamboyant? Wancheka Radio. Be flamboyant.
Good evening, and here are the major stories for today. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode has charged residents and communities to take ownership of projects and protect such against vandals or all acts that would result in the reduction of the lifespan of the facilities. Ambode also urged residents to collect the permanent voter cards in order to actively participate in the 2019 election. The governor gave the charge while presenting grants of 500 million naira to 275 community development associations in Ikeja at the weekend, aimed at enabling them to complete ongoing self-help projects. He said it was not in doubt that the various self-help projects ranging from community halls, street lights, transformers, police posts, drainage and health centers by those communities were complementing the efforts of the state and local government to engender growth and development. The House of Representatives is resolved to probe the financial records of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) from January 2018 to date to determine the volume of sales of crude oil. The House also resolved to investigate the yearly production output to determine the impropriety or otherwise of the claim of 2 million barrels of crude oil per day by the corporation. Moving the motion before the House, Honorable Nicholas Osai, representing PDP Delta State, called the attention of the members to the sufferings of Nigerian workers following the under-remittance to the tune of 100 billion naira to the Federation accounts by the corporation. He noted that the situation has brought untold hardship to workers and other Nigerians across the country. Heavy security was reported in Ado-Ekiti this Tuesday as President Muhammadu Buhari led chieftains of the ruling All Progressives Congress to Ekiti for the grand finale of the party's mega rally ahead of Saturday's governorship election in that state. Correspondents gathered that thorough scrutiny was conducted by security personnel on party members as they found their way to the Oluyemi Kayode Stadium, venue of the rally. Their activity was also complemented by air surveillance by men of the Nigeria Police Force, as many residents of the state capital ignored an earlier order by Governor Ayodele Fayose, who in a statewide broadcast earlier today directed them to stay at home and refused to welcome the president. The governor had also directed residents, especially commercial drivers and motorcyclists, to withdraw their services from the roads. But contrary to the governor's directive, many commercial drivers operated, according to reports, while market women and men transacted their businesses. Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Mahmood Yakubu, today failed to honor a court order directing him to appear in court or risk going to jail. Trial Judge Stephen Palm of the Taraba Division of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, on the directive of the Chief Judge of the court, gave the order on July 5. At the resumed hearing this Tuesday, counsel to Yakubu, Adegboyega Awomolo, told the court that his client had the right to decide if he wanted to be heard during the court vacation, and that there is also no affidavit of urgency stating that the case needs to be urgently heard. Awomolo also notified the court of an appeal filed by his client against the ruling, praying further hearing to be stopped until the appeal is heard and determined by the Court of Appeal. Justice Palm in the short ruling said court orders must be obeyed by counsels and their clients. He therefore adjourned the matter until August 1 to allow Awomolo bury his mother, who passed a few days ago. The National Youth Service Corps is to investigate the authenticity of the exemption certificate tendered by Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun, following public outrage over reports by an online newspaper detailing how Adeosun allegedly skipped the mandatory national service and used the forged certificate to cover for it. An NYSC statement by its Director of Press and Public Relations, Adenike Adeyemi, said available records indicate that Adeosun did apply for an exemption certificate, but she refused to disclose whether the minister was issued with an exemption certificate in response to her application. She further said an investigation will be launched to ascertain the origin of the exemption certificate in question. In business, modern scanners to boost security at airports across the country are to be procured by the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN. General Manager Customs Service of the agency, Ebele Okoye, disclosed this today at the second quarter stakeholders forum held at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. Okoye said arrangements have been made to bring the scanners to Nigeria, which according to her were capable of doing specific jobs such as detection of hard drugs, ammunition, food, and anything inside a baggage without manual checks. In international news, reports say at least 19 people have been injured in a plane crash near the city of Pretoria in South Africa. Local emergency services gave the casualty figure this Tuesday and posted a picture on Twitter showing passengers being helped from the burning wreckage of a plane in a grassy field. Unconfirmed reports, however, said one person was critically injured. At least 155 people have died in floods and landslides triggered by torrential rain in western Japan, as government officials have confirmed. The death toll is said to be the highest caused by rainfall that Japan has seen in over 3 decades, and more than 70,000 rescue workers, including the fire service and the army, are reportedly involved in the relief efforts. Rescuers are now digging through mud and rubble in a race to find survivors, as dozens are still missing. About 2 million people have been evacuated from the region after rivers burst their banks, and authorities have opened up school halls and gymnasiums to those who have been displaced by the rainfall. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has cancelled an overseas trip to deal with the flood crisis. And all 12 boys and their football coach have been rescued from flooded caves by divers in northern Thailand, 17 days after they got trapped underground. The first 8 boys to be rescued on Sunday and Monday are still in hospital, but said to be in good mental and physical health, and will remain under observation in hospital for at least 7 days. The boys got stuck deep inside the caves on June 23 after heavy rains caused flooding and cut off their route out. Aged between 11 and 17, the members of the Wild Boars football team had entered the Tam Luang cave system in the province of Chiang Rai during an excursion with their coach. The Thai Navy SEALs on its Facebook page this Tuesday confirmed the completion of the rescue operation, in which it lost a diver, Salman Ghanan, who ran out of oxygen while returning from a mission to provide the group with air tanks on Friday. In entertainment, Nollywood actor Chinedu Ikedieze, also known as Aki, has been honored as a distinguished visitor to the city of Miami, state of Florida. The actor shared the news on his Instagram page with some pictures from the ceremony, which took place in Miami, Florida. The 39-year-old Abia State-born actor joined the movie industry in 2000 and rose to fame after starring in the blockbuster movie Aki na Ukwa. Ikedieze is best known for playing alongside Osita Hiheme, popularly known as Popo, and has acted in over 100 movies. And American actor Johnny Depp is facing charges for allegedly punching a crew member who tried to wrap up filming on the set of his upcoming film, City of Lies. Court documents filed by Greg Rocky Brooks in Los Angeles on Monday claimed the actor, who is 55, punched him twice in the ribs during a foul-mouthed tirade outside the Los Angeles hotel. The papers also state that the actor reeked of alcohol and took drugs on set. As part of the altercation, Brooks alleges that after Depp had verbally and physically assaulted him, the actor offered him $100,000 to punch him in the face in return. The location manager is seeking unspecified damages from Depp, director Brad Furman, producer Miriam Foreman, and the production company Good Film Productions. And in sport, Spanish club Real Madrid has confirmed that forward Cristiano Ronaldo is set to join Juventus. Sources say a deal worth €105 million has been reached between the two clubs that will see the 33-year-old Portuguese end a 9-year stay at the Bernabeu. Ronaldo has also affirmed the deal, saying, and I quote, "The time has come to open up a new stage in my life. That's why I asked the club to accept transferring me." End of quote. The Portuguese player joined Real from Manchester United for €80 million in July 2009, scored a club record 451 goals, and won the Ballon d'Or, awarded to the world's best footballer in 2008, 2013, 2014, 2016, and 2017. He's now set to be unveiled as the Italian club's record signing, surpassing the €75.3 million it paid for Gonzalo Higuain. Arsenal has agreed a deal to sign Uruguay international midfielder Lucas Torreira for Sampdoria for €26 million. The 22-year-old, who played in all 5 of his country's World Cup matches before the quarter-final defeat to France, will wear the number 11 shirt. Torreira will join on a 5-year deal in August after a post-World Cup break. His move is still subject to regulatory processes, but he is set to become Unai Emery's 4th signing since succeeding Arsene Wenger as manager. In tennis, Serena Williams survived the scare to reach the Wimbledon semi-finals with a comeback victory over hard-hitting Italian Camilla Giorgi. The 23-time Grand Slam champion dropped the first set of the championships but came through 3-6, 6-3, 6-4. Williams faces German 13th seed Julia Georges in Thursday's semi-finals. Also through to the last 4 are German 11th seed Angelique Kerber, who beats Russian Daria Kasatkina 6-3, 7-5, and Latvian 12th seed Yelena Ostapenko, who overcame Slovak Dominika Chipolkova 7-5, 6-4. And in basketball, LeBron James has officially joined Los Angeles Lakers in a 4-year deal worth $154 million, with Magic Johnson calling it a huge step for the team. James, who is 33, was a free agent after leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers. The 3-time NBA champion with Cleveland and Miami Heat joins the LA team that last made the playoffs in 2013. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka believes it's a historic moment, and it serves as the ultimate validation for the kind of team the club is building. Those are the major stories for today. I am Binta Badmus.
Why be ordinary when you can be flamboyant? One Checker Radio. Be flamboyant.